Hello, you little criminals. This is Grace from Whodunit Mysteries. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the status of the new game that I finished. If you recall, if you don't, that's okay. Back around Christmas time, as I was making fudge, I announced that I had pressed the end on a new game that I was writing. This game was a game that I had outlined at a writing conference. I taught a class about how to write mystery games, and I gave them kind of my outline and said, this is how I figure out who all the characters are, what their traits are, who the clues belong to. I have a system for all of that. And so I introduced that to them, and as part of the class, we did an outline of a game. So they got to choose the theme and the crime and the characters. So that's the game that I wrote. I said as part of the class, I would write a game for them. So I finished the game. The theme was a mermaid theme. Well, it was an underwater theme. It's an 8-player game. It has mermaids in it. It has a shark, an octopus, a dolphin, and the rest of them are mermaids. So yeah, so that's happened. After the packets are designed, I then get to beta test the game. So each game I do gets at least 2 tests to make sure that the things that I have in my brain actually translate to the paper. And the people who are playing the characters, it makes sense to them, and all the clues come out in an organic way. And the mystery is solvable, and there's a reason for the person to have committed the crime. Sometimes the first beta test happens and we play the game, and the people who are playing are like, I don't get why this person committed the crime. There's just not enough motive. It's not realistic enough. So that happens sometimes, and I get to do a nice little free write. One of the things I do also is I do decorations for the parties. Sometimes they're more in depth, sometimes they are really basic. But this one, I went to Joann Fabrics and I picked up some fabric. It's an underwater theme. Like I said, I went to Joann Fabrics and I picked up a whole bunch of fabric. There are sparkles all over the house. My dogs have sparkles, but I picked up a bunch of fabric. Tulle, tulle. And I'm going to be lining the walls with tulle so that it has kind of an underwater theme. And I've ordered clear balloons that I'm going to blow up and drop them from the ceiling so it looks like bubbles like in the ocean. So I'm pretty excited about the decorations for this one. I will give you pictures and maybe send you a video or record a video about when the party happens, and so you can see the decorations and see how they turn out. They could be great, they could be terrible. I am a creative person, but I'm not visually creative. I write stories. I make things up. I'm not very artistic. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's the next stage of that game. That game is called Plunder the Sea. I think it's a pretty cute title. Make sure that you like this video if you're watching it on whatever social media you're doing, and follow me and all the stuffs, all the social media stuff. I'm good at social media too. I hope you have a really fantastic day, evening, night, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this, and great rest of the week.